back to the channel, y'all. Today we are at Gulf Coast Speedway for the Tommy Wilson Memorial. It is a winged race. We don't get to run winged very much in Texas. In fact, this is our first wing race of the year. So you can see the track's pretty wet right now. They just watered it a couple minutes ago. It's a pretty big storm back there in the background. You can see the rain coming down. I think it's gonna miss us, but I guess only time will tell. Last time we were here, it was pretty slick. Started to rubber up towards the end. I'm kind of hoping it's going to be slick tonight, hopefully minus the rubber. A lot of the guys here don't run wing much. I've got quite a bit of experience with it, so hopefully we can put on a good show, have a good race here. We got two hypers here tonight, me and Caleb Martin. He's pretty good. He won this race last year, or no, not this race. He won a winged race last year. It's been 2 years since I've raced at Gulf Coast with the wing, but from what I remember, it's pretty hammered down fast. It's not the biggest track, but I mean, with the wing on it, it makes a big difference. So I'm really looking forward to it tonight. So far, it looks like we got a pretty good field of cars, and it should be a pretty racy night. Well, it's been a muddy night here so far. We got quite a bit of rain right before we were going to do our driver's meeting. We kind of thought they would probably just call it, but they were determined to get it in. Rolled it for maybe 2 hours, then finally put some cars out there to roll the track in some. We just went out for hot laps, and it was interesting. The track was not really race ready yet, but can't skip out on that, so we went out there, and it was pretty good on entry, but then the track was just very slimy off, so I was turning the wheel all the way left, just going nowhere. But we're gonna make some changes, and we're last in the running order for heat races. However, I am in the first heat out of 3 for our class, and I believe I'm starting 6 out of 6, so pretty good spot to be in my opinion. I like to start in the back, run up towards the front hopefully, and get some good passing points to start in the front of the feature. But hopefully by the time we get out there, the track will have been running pretty good. We've got like 30 turf cars here tonight, so they're gonna have 2 Bs plus however many heats they have, and their feature for our feature. So hopefully the track will be decent for the heat races, but if nothing else, I hope we can have a good track for the feature and it won't be too rough. had a good race this year at Gulf Coast Speedway. Heat race at least. I started 6th, which was last in Heat 1. Ran all the way up to 1st, grabbed the Heat win, and that'll be putting me on the pole for the feature. The track was pretty gripped up in the heat race. The car showed a lot of potential. I was still a little bit too tight off, but we are going to fix that for the feature. Not many of these guys run winged. I've got a lot more experience than a lot of them, so hopefully that'll help me out tonight. And like I said, I hope we can bring these hypers in 1 and 2 tonight. scored win number 3 of 2023. Just won the Tommy Wilson Memorial Race. I've never been so emotional winning a race. I've had some good success in my career so far. I won a national race last year, and this really just was the best race I've ever won. It was my biggest goal this year to win a race at Gulf Coast. I thought it would kind of be a non-wing race, to be honest, just because we had so many. But I don't want to boast or nothing, but I like wing cars. I seem to be pretty good in wing cars, and I was excited to race tonight and start on the pole. I didn't have a great start. Caleb Martin kind of beat me to that, and then took off. We were about the same pace once I kind of got settled in. Then he caught lap traffic, and I was able to run up on him. Unfortunately, he was just put in a bad situation, and a caution came out. The caution light turned on right in front of me, but he had just passed it. So the lap car in front of him, whose bumper he was on, they saw the next caution light, checked up. He didn't see it and jumped their wheel, flipped over pretty bad. I was just talking to him. He said his neck's a little hurt, but he's all right. I hate that happened. I was hoping to really get some good racing in there and beat him fair and square, but I'll take a win when I can get one. After that, from what I've been told, I had a pretty big lead at the finish. I believe I won by 3 seconds or so. So that was a pretty big accomplishment. So it was a good night. It's 1:30 in the morning here, so it's the latest race we've had in a while, but I can't complain. I mean, at least we won and didn't go home with another Toro race car. So I'm glad my luck finally turned around here. We got a couple more wing races this year, plus many, many more non-wing races. So I hope this is the start of something good at Gulf Coast Speedway for 2023. As always, thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. It'll really help grow the channel, and we'll see y'all next time.